So we got Bill.
Hey.
And we got Thais. We're gonna finally deal with my hoarding habits in the storage units. We have 2 storage units. We're gonna empty a lot of them out. Now, unfortunately, a lot of this stuff is also cluttered up with my mom's things, but she'll have to deal with that stuff. Like, when I look at this, like a lot of this stuff is hers. But
Tell me the cat is yours.
no. These are those signs that I was planning on selling to the Greasy Dick company. You know, that's historically relevant to them. To antique dealers, that's like, sure, $3,000 or whatever, but to them, that's worth a lot because they're trying to get the Greasy Dick company back together. So
You would think they would want that.
yeah. I mean, they were interested back in 2019, but, you know, pandemic happened and stuff like that. So I let that kind of trail off.
Just tell them, hey, you know, I've got someone else interested, but I think it should go to you.
Yep.
So if you guys are interested at all, you know,
That's exactly what I was going to say.
you're going to have to make a move on it because I got to get rid of it, you know.
And I'm also going to say that I'll give them I'll sell it to them for half. I'll sell it to them for $750 each. Because apparently people...
But it's got to be today. We got to
Yep.
move today.
Yep.
What do I got to do to put you in and sign today?
Exactly.
Yeah, see, like, she just filled this place up with stuff.
Oh, is that the Master Sword?
Yeah.
I feel like He-Man. I worked with a lady once who always pronounced the W in sword.
Oh, sword?
Sword.
Yeah. I've known people like that.
Swear by it?
Oh yeah, but she collected them. She had a
Yeah.
whole collection. Yeah. Oh, I have this one sword. It's really nice sword. I'm like, oh, is it? Yeah. She was a nice lady. I'm just making fun.
It's like how people say salmon instead of salmon.
Or solder.
Yeah.
They always pronounce the L, and I just say solder. You know.
Yeah, I used to say solder until I learned better. I was like, oh, that's not right.
And then when I got here, I used to make my 2s, the curly Q2.
Oh, yeah.
And then Renoa said something, and I got all self-conscious about it, so now I just make regular 2s.
You ruined it for him, huh?
Yeah, she ruined it. All right, well, I ain't doing nothing. You want me to grab something?
Yeah, take that.
Wagon wheel?
Nope, that's a flywheel. Watch out.
Oh, yeah, it is.
That's for the printing press. That's what snapped off of
Damn.
it. You need help moving it? Or
That's a
you
big...
got
There's some metal in that. Why didn't you think that metal
it?
was?
Well, now I want to rebuild the printing press.
Mm.
Because I have almost all the parts.
Oops, excuse me.
Thanks so much this stuff is Sharon's.
Well, good.
Yeah.
As long as your stuff is out of here, you can
I
go,
know.
hey, I'm out. You know?
So I figure what we're going to do is, this is mine, and I'm going to take some stuff down.
So only like the heaviest objects. are
Right.
yours.
Yes. The most painful to move, heaviest objects are mine.
Why couldn't this be hers?
I know.
Now we're getting some of my stuff. I don't know if that's mine, but it's mine now.
Yeah. Right there. Oh, I guess that wasn't too bad. Yeah, I mean, we ain't going far.
No.
Yeah, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
It's part of that train that wrecked.
Oh.
Previous video. It's one of the hatch covers for the Reef.
Looks like a drum case.
Yeah.
What is that? Looks like, oh, I thought it was like a pipe bender at first, but not heavy duty enough for that.
And that's the it's the badger meter. Kind of cool. So you put rolls of stickers on it, and it'll put the stickers on your thing that you're making.
I almost know what this is.
Huh?
I almost know what this is.
That is part of a train.
Okay, I was wrong.
Yeah.
What'd you think it was?
I'm not sure. I thought it was just some sort of...
So on the axle cover, this is an axle cover.
Okay, I thought it was a cover.
You would open it up and you put grease in there.
Oh, okay.
In the wheels. That was from a train wreck.
Oh, hey, I seen a thumbnail on a YouTube video. I didn't watch it, but they were talking about old train wheels, like back in the day.
Yeah.
On luxury train cars, and they said they were made out of paper.
Yeah, I saw that video.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't watch the video. I just seen the thumbnail.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
They were actually made out of paper?
Yep.
So they would give a little bit.
Yeah, they were like laminated.
Give a
like,
softer ride.
Like paper mache almost.
You wouldn't think a paper mache train wheel would last very long.
Well, it makes sense though because before that they were using wood. And so it's like, you know what, paper is wood. Hey, this is mine. I don't care whose it was. Probably hers, but it's mine now.
She ain't never gonna know it's even gone.
Wow.
Doop.
I found like a little box to put this stuff in.
Yeah, we gotta have something to throw this in. That's made to stick something through the top, isn't it?
Looks like it's like for wipes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a massive amount of wipes.
Well, there is shit in it.
Is it yours?
No.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Some of that jewelry I collected as a little kid. Oh, you're recording. Ah.
Yeah, we got the Powderpuff Girls watch.
This is my collection from when I was a little kid. Like 9. Let's go out and show the core samples. Found a lot of stuff that I didn't know what happened to it. A lot of insulators, of course, but from St. Joe State Park, there was just thousands of these in the ground, so I collect the best ones. A bunch of core samples. I got so many of these. Those are from ranging from like 100 feet down to 1,000 feet down at the lead mine. I should display those sometime.
Mm-hmm.
Is this thimble yours?
Nope.
Huh.
I can't even
Pretty
see
fancy.
what's...
I don't know. Oh, is that strawberry shortcake? I don't know. I can't tell. I'm not sure.
Oh, it's it's a character from the 1800s. I can't remember the name.
Oh.
Too early for strawberry shortcake.
Way too early.
Oh, a little TV.
Bentley.
You know, Rick at the glass shop would love this. I know exactly what it is. Bunch of globe stoppers.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, for bottles?
Yep. It's from a glass company that went out of business, and I happened to go to the auction when I was a kid. That's the kind of stuff I was buying as a kid.
Oh, you got a belt with game controllers?
Oh, NES? Yeah.
I've never seen that. A belt with game controllers.
Oh, that's cool.
Field service guide.
Got a bunch of,
Hey, I'm old enough to remember the TV service guy coming to our house to fix the TV, and it was always a blown tube. Stick a new tube in and it would work.
I got a bunch of this stuff.
Oh, man.
It was that Dollar General for like cheap.
Still in the wrappers, too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got a whole Christmas lights.
Oh, this is the first commercial failure, the Q-Cat. Do you remember
Oh,
this?
my
No.
God.
They wasted billions of dollars on this back in the
What is that, a
1999.
mouse?
It's a scanner, a barcode scanner.
Oh,
And so they actually spurned the like they caused that that South Park episode where it's like our idea is to make these something profit because they didn't really have their business plan. This is like the joke.
You know, that sounds vaguely familiar. That episode you're talking about. I may have seen that.
And because for this, they thought, okay, we're gonna make a bunch of cheap barcode scanners. These cost like $60, but they were selling them for $1, and then profit.
How?
Because they thought that like Coca-Cola and stuff would pay them for them getting their stuff scanned and taking it to their website, but Coca-Cola and all that were like, no, no. Why would it pay you? You're just doing it for free. So they died like within 3 months. So my friend Oliver, he's gonna come for the arcade machines. There's another one in the other storage unit. This one I want to keep eventually, but I'll let him borrow it for the time being. The other one he might buy. And now we've gotten to this point, which I'm starting to realize I'm paying for half the storage unit and like 4/5 is my mom's stuff. So it's actually proving pretty easy because I thought it was gonna like I don't even know what this is, but it's going up there because it's not
As long
mine.
as
I
you
can't
know
handle
whether
it.
it's yours or not, you know.
Yep. What a mess.
Yeah.
Ain't too bad.
Yeah. I just mean like my life in general.
It's okay.
I think everybody can say that.
Everybody can. I mean, last time you guys came through here, wasn't it a lot worse? I mean, I don't know. I felt like I saw a video.
Well, shit, we cleaned it up a lot.
Yeah.
It was a while back now, but yeah. We thinned her way out.
Yeah.
And then somebody else who had a key just put a bunch more stuff in here.
Oh, that's weird.
I wonder who that is.
Yeah, I mean, we had walkways all the way to the back and all kinds of room.
It was to the point that I was even thinking of using it as like a workshop. But then I built my workshop.
Best just to be done with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Cool bike.
Yeah, it's one of them foldable ones.
Yeah.
Folds right in half.
I see a lot of people with those bikes now.
Yeah, these kind of things have been around for quite a while. I take a piece, though.
Yeah.
What is this, a film projector?
No, that's a record player.
Oh. Old, freaking heavy one.
Yeah, it looks it.
I need new doorbell wire. Maybe I should take that. Yeah, when I was wiring up that new doorbell, I was looking at the wire.
Oh, does it actually work?
Well, no, I don't have the chimes hooked up.
Oh, okay, because it's pressing we didn't hear anything.
But the wire, I think I'm going to replace that because I think that's the original 1925 doorbell wire.
Yeah.
Because it's cloth covered.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
solid
yeah.
core wire, teeny solid core wire, cloth covered, and the doorbell's a low voltage system anyway, so
Right.
there's no real high voltage, but I think I'm just gonna replace that wire.
I don't blame you.
It would be dirt cheap to get wire, and I wouldn't worry about it. I still got the transformer for it downstairs and all that, but oh, that's a projector.
Yeah. Actually, it's not a projector.
What is it?
It's a
Oh, it's an editing thing.
Yep.
Because there's where you splice it.
Oh.
Cut it and splice. That's an old one. But how do you, wouldn't it have some sort of thing to view the film while you're trying to splice it?
Yeah, that's the screen on it.
Oh, that little screen?
Is there a screen? Oh, there is
Oh.
a screen on it. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
In a dark room.
It's got the bee dauber nest
Yeah.
thing.
Are you filming it?
Mm-hmm.
Good, good. Hey, Thais, you wanna come back here? I got this piano for $20 years ago, and it's time to take it apart. But we won't take it apart this trip. We'll do it next trip. I would love to have this piano, but I know people are
God,
gonna
that thing's gonna weigh
complain.
1,000 pounds.
I know.
680 pounds.
Oh, okay. Close.
robotics and constructs. Those
Oh, I remember those.
are some valuable tools. Valuable things.
Do they gotta go?
Tell you what, I'll take it to my dad's house because my dad will want them.
Okay.
Take this throwing star, ninja star. Yeah, we'll take this to my dad's house because these were his toys that he gave me, and I know he's gonna love them. Look at that. Constructs, and the other one's robotics.
Yeah, those are cool.
I got this from Best Hardware. Yeah, the last name was actually Best. That was so good. That was so funny.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So I got caught up on that.
Yeah, that thing's no joke.
These are beta CDs for Windows 98 and Windows 2000. This is how I used to put Windows 2000 on my computers when I didn't have codes to pirate. I just would use the beta version. But then, that's why they had all sorts of bugs, because they were like the pre-releases.
Exactly.
So that's it. Everything over there except for the piano is not mine. And now it's just a few things lying there.
I've never seen a player piano in person.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Let's see if I can get it working. Out of the air pressure. Where's the controls at? Okay, so the bellows are probably broken.
Yeah, you get no pressure.
I'm gonna try
Do
pulling
you have to
them.
open this first?
That's what it seems like.
Oh, you have to open everything.
Oh my god.
Okay. That was funny. The Cable Company of Chicago. 1945.
1945.
Yep. Oh.
Oh, the tube is off.
Let's see. Because everything kind of moves because it was taken apart, I think. But it kind of worked when I had it. It's just that's
That
so
tube
cool.
has got to be so dry rotted.
It is. But look at that. That's how the bellows work. See, I want at least that mechanism. So that's pretty cool. And the wood I can take and I can make stuff with. I can make like a bookshelf or something like that.
Right,
That's
it's
that.
decent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can make it for an apartment. A lot of people will complain about this, but because like for years and years, I'll have this video up whenever I finally make it, and people will complain about it. But you can probably set it up vertically on top, actually. But what they don't realize is this stuff. We just drove by a Walmart where somebody threw this on down the hill, and if you don't take it apart and make something with it, nothing's going to be made with it, and it's going to be lost forever.
Yeah, like this. That's probably real ivory.
Not by that
In
point.
45, wouldn't that be?
No, by that point that would have been plastic.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
I thought that old, that would have been real.
That's what I thought
It looks
too.
synthetic to me.
I don't really know. I'm just guessing.
Same.
I wouldn't be able to tell the difference anyway.
So we're back at the workshop and we're dropping stuff off. A lot of the stuff is going to go over here in the scrap area because I always needed room for it, and I actually made room for it when I was last here. We scrapped a whole bunch of stuff. Now I just need to take this sickle and clean the place up. then these I'm going to take back. We're going to take them to my dad's house, and we're going to burn them for enjoyment, because I just don't need the wood out here, because in Philadelphia, I have access to all the wood I could want now, just not the walnut. The walnut is special. So we got this one to take some stuff out on.
Pretty much this whole rack, isn't it?
Yeah, and this will stay. And Hammond, Oregon's can stay too. But some of this stuff. Do you feel like getting any of it today?
We're here. Let's get it.
Yeah, we can get it and take it. I'm battling heat stroke, so I'm. Oh man, I just whited out again.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't do this then.
Okay, we're not gonna do it.
Or it's too hot.
It's just too hot, and it's not even noon yet.
Yeah. Let's shut her down. Sit in the car. Turn the AC on.
Yeah.
Well, hell, we'll just head back to my house.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I can never do this stuff.
It's just so fucking hot. And the sun is just, you know, when it's just blazing down on you like this.
Let's go to my dad's place, because then otherwise Stice wouldn't know not to come back here.
Oh, well, you got your phone, don't you?
No.
I got mine.
Do you have her? I don't know her number.
Oh, you don't know her number?
No, I never text her.
Oh.
This is all stuff for the loft or the workshop, because it's computery stuff. A lot of stuff for my dad's basement.
Cleaner right up today.
Yep. Well, I dare say you did all the work. Thank you very much for all the help.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Should we do something with this?
No, I'll have her get rid of all that stuff. That'll be.
We can just burn that now.
Yeah, she can burn that. So yeah, it might say it's similar heat to Philadelphia, but it is nothing like that. Like, this is fucking hot out here. I had heat stroke. I fainted from heat stroke twice. Yep, straight.
Yeah.
Man, this sucks. This is like, I don't remember getting this hot 20 years ago. But
Probably didn't.
it still got hot though. But it just gets worse and worse. I don't know. See, the issue is, like, it's so hot here that you can't do anything, and so you're stuck here. And thankfully I got out, but I'm still stuck here in many ways. I have to pay rent on those storage units and stuff like that. But, you know, I have this issue with a heat stroke. Like today I almost vomited. Found these at the scrapyard. I found these in a dumpster. People were ripping them out of a building. They were in the rafters. I bet somebody was in the rafters drinking.
They probably were.
Yep. So I'm going to put this up as an unedited clip, but it can also be a part of my longer video of cleaning out all my stuff. Because we took 2 loads of stuff out of here, and I've gotten rid of a storage unit, and this storage unit is pretty much empty of my things. It's just my mother's things in here. And, you know, this trip has been an absolute payday. It's been a payoff, too, because I sold my arcade machines that I've had for 10 years, sold them to a good friend. I'm selling my parking meter from Hillsborough to a good friend. I'm selling a bunch of stuff that I found at the scrapyard. I'm selling a bunch of stuff. I'm even, a friend's wife is possibly going to buy some old furniture that I've collected. And the biggest thing is these signs. These All right, you want to stay over here. I found these years ago in a barn that I helped tear down, and they were used as walling for like a chicken coop type building, and I knew these were worth something. Like, this is the kind of thing that American Pickers looks at. And, you know, I held on to them because the Greasy Dick company was coming back, but they weren't that interested in them. And I kind of feel bad for selling them to an antiques dealer because maybe they should go back to the Greasy Dick company. But I held on to them for 6 years, and I called them again, and they're kind of rude, and they weren't that interested again. And so it's like, you know what? It's off to my friends. You guys know the 3rd Street Market where we used to have a booth? Well, I recall the husband of the couple that owns it. I recall him saying that he was interested in beer memorabilia. You know, I talked to him about these signs in 2017, and he was like, oh yeah, I'd be kind of interested, yeah. Because he's like a really soft-spoken, reserved guy. And so I kept that in the back of my mind. And I've had so many offers for these signs, so I knew they were worth something. And, you know, it got stuck in my head where it's like $2,000. I know I can make more than $1,000, and I might be able to make $2,000. And so I finally, over this trip, I decided this is the trip to clean out stuff and to get that payoff from these old projects. You know, because preserving something is a project. And we settled on $1,400 for the 2 signs, and I feel really good. The guy was so nice. I could tell, like, usually it's me buying things, and I didn't want to. I went down to $1,500, and then I went down to $1,400, but then I didn't want to budge, and I even offered to hold it for a few months for him. But he was so nice. You could see the agony in his face because he was like, oh, they're cool. They're really cool. And I felt kind of bad because, you know, like, if I had all sorts of stuff like this, I'd love to give it away. But it's a business. And this trip, we're going to come back with $2,000 from all the stuff I've sold. A lot of it is stuff that I worked to get it for free, effectively, but I worked for it. This was my payment. Like, I worked for like an entire week and a half helping them tear down that barn, and I got this stuff. And so this is like a belated payment. I'm glad I made this crate for it. Because now, like, he's gonna come, like, he already gave me the check. I haven't cashed it yet, but just out of niceness, because I don't want to cash it until he comes and gets it. It's funny, it turns out he specializes in collecting Greasy Dick memorabilia. So I found like the perfect person for it. And only one sign had been sold similar to this. And it wasn't the same art style, but it was sold in 2021 for $1,000. And so I figured, well, I mean, they were even honest about it. Well, I said, okay, that was $1,000, but it was also pristine. This one does have rust, but this one is in a position where you could put a border on it, because it originally had a border that thick, and it would mostly be okay, besides all the gunshots and stuff like that. And so I figured, you know what, $900 for the mostly nice one, and then $500 for the one that has like a lot of rust holes in it, the other one. That, honestly, I couldn't be happy with that, because that's a lot. That's not a resale, like a middleman sale. That's end user sale, because, you know, I mean, I didn't know if maybe they were going to want to resell it or something like that and make money off of it, but no, they want it for themselves. So I actually got the full value for it. It just feels good, because now what I've done is I've gotten rid of that storage unit, and if they come and pick this up today, I'm going to get rid of this storage unit, and that'll save us $75 a month, because I split this with my mother. And then she can figure out what she wants to do, donate or whatever, her stuff. But that's $75 a month, and I'm not going to be paying anymore. And And I know you could say that I lost that money that I'm getting from this and that, but the YouTube channel was paying for it, and I didn't have rent I had to pay. So I also had a lot more stuff in here. And now I have the workshop. Now I don't need this space. So it wasn't like, you know, we spend money on a lot of things in life. And so it works out. I'm still happy with this. And I'm going to take that money. I'm going to take that $2,000 from this trip that I made, and I'm going to put it into like a 5-year certificate of deposit with like 4.5% interest, if I can find that. I already have an option of getting one that's like 4.1% interest, but I'm going to try to get a 5-year, 4.5% interest certificate of deposit. So then we can get like $6 or $7 a month. So I've removed $75 a month, and I've added $7 a month now from this. So I hope that makes us more stable in the future. And it'd be easier to buy tools. It'd be easier to build the business out in Philadelphia. And most of all, it's kind of strange. Like, this trip has been, it's been a lesson in the payoff of long projects. Like, I was even thinking, we drove by our old hometown, and that tree I planted when I was 5 is still there. And now it's like all big and stuff. And it's like, man, this is so cool. I'm 30 years old now, and I've gotten to see some really big things that I've been a part of, like the Red Rooster and whatnot. It just feels cool. It feels like even though we only live 80 years, and even though we only get to control the world through our hands, we don't have like mind powers or anything like that, we can still do quite a lot. And I'm really excited for that, because, you know, we've been in Philadelphia for a year and a half without me coming back here, really. About a year. And I was doing a good job of building my business, but I was too in it. I needed a break from it to gain a better perspective. And I have a lot of confidence that as long as I don't do too much work and kill myself on accident from like just exertion, we should have some pretty good projects coming up. I'm really happy because I want stability. And, you know, as YouTube has been giving less and less money, I don't quite have that stability anymore. So I'm having to really get smart and finally do those things that I've always thought about. I've always thought about selling these, but I just sat on them. I always thought about selling that old Hillsboro parking meter, but I just sat on it. And because I sat on those arcade machines and the sign and the parking meter and stuff, I had all those years of having fun messing with them. And now it's time to get rid of them. And I feel like I've held on to this stuff long enough where getting rid of it, I had plenty of fun. I had all the fun I can really have with it. And now I get to at least get back what I put into it. And like this thing will be taken apart and I'm going to make a bookshelf out of all the wood from this. And then I'm going to keep all the mechanical bits. And I'm going to keep as much as I can from that. But unfortunately, they were going to scrap this piano. And I'm gonna find a new use for it, because there's too many pianos out there, unfortunately. I hope you guys appreciate how much like a difference this has been. Oh yeah, the rope. Because this is I mean, what would you say?
What would I say?
Yeah.
Like in regards to just everything?
Yeah.
Big difference. I mean, when we first came in here, I don't know, there was like no space. Mm-hmm. Like, to be honest, I was really overwhelmed.
Yeah.
By how you were gonna get all this done.
Yeah.
And
also just like about life in general. Like, I feel like I've been able to streamline our life quite a bit, because I had a lot of unfinished projects, and I still do, of course.
Yeah.
I don't want to have no unfinished projects though.
Well, yeah.
Because then I won't have anything to do.
Exactly.
But I feel like I've been able to. I didn't realize I had all these projects so close to fruition.
Right.
And now that I just went through a week of absolute madness, selling my arcade machines and stuff, that, yeah, I feel accomplished. And I feel like we have a much more secure future where I don't want a 9-to-5 job. Mm-hmm. I want a bunch of little odd jobs where I get things here and there, and then I'll I'll fix a window for somebody, and this lady will be like, "Oh, here's a radio arm saw, something that my grandfather got me or whatever." And it's like, you know, that is such a bigger payoff in the end, and helping that guy for free tear down that barn to get all this stuff, to get 3 trailer loads, 2 big trailer loads, 3 normal trailer loads of stuff. That was such a good story, because it's not even about money, it's about a story. Hopefully we'll take this. This is the one arcade machine besides the Super Mario Brothers cabinet that I'm keeping. And this race driving cabinet, we're going to take that to our apartment. This is my one arcade machine to keep. That's pretty much it for this video. That'll be out by itself. And then also this will be the end for the, whenever I actually do the edited video of going through it all. And
Yep.
Bill helped us a ton.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. I feel a lot better about this. I feel like in many ways I have pretty much gotten rid of a lot of the hoarding remnants from the past, because there's only like 3 things left besides those signs in there.
Yep.
That's mine.
Good.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching. See ya. I lost my voice. It's hot out here, okay? It's damn hot. This is a nice foam core board. I think a printing press came with this. Whenever Bass Mall got that printing press, that, yeah, something like that. It's worth saving stuff. No problem. So there we go. Storage unit is all like cleaned out way more. Now I got a check to cash. Heck yeah.